Greetings. It is October 23rd, 2017, and I am with Under the Wings. I forgot my number. I think it's 46, but it's on the back of the frame. Drawn in 2001. The portrait was from this photograph. There are several on the photograph. Herschl Grynspan, my notes say 1921 to 1940, to circa, because they don't know his exact date of what concentration death camp or death camp he was murdered in. It's thought around 1942. He was 17 years old, at age 17 after shooting a German diplomat, Ernst von Roth, in Paris, 1938. The Nazis then enacted Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass. And I've got a quote from Grynspan, which I will read here, a very short quote. Quote, "It is not a crime to be a Jew. I am not a dog. I have a right to live. The Jewish people have a right to some part of the earth." So this work had been framed, but the corners began coming apart, and I took it to my framer. And to my astonishment, I learned that there are frames that look like wood that are actually made out of plastic. And she gave the whole thing back to me, and I went to Goodwill and I found a frame that was almost identical in size. Had to get a new piece of plexiglass cut for it, and framed it in this new frame. One corner was a bit coming apart, so I used this old metal piece to completely adhere it there, as well as there are braces on the back corners. So the artwork is titled Herschel Grynspan, Christmas Cactus, and Horribilus Judenfisches Apparitionus, which is kind of like a play on Latin. There's the Christmas cactus, which is in a big old like planting pot that I had for years, which finally fell apart. That was when I was living in the Pike Market. This cup, I don't remember what happened to it. It might have been from Mexico or Central America. It had like a parrot-like bird on it. And I drew that. Grynspan, of course. And I drew just several feathers kind of coming out of his head in lieu of wings. With some gouache there. And then we have the Horribilus Judenfisches. It linguistically and historically and so on, it still continues to fascinate me about wordage about Jewish people and how they, you don't hear about, Irish fish or Dutch fish, at least I don't, or whatever, pick a country. But there are Jewfish, and you can look in the encyclopedia, hard copy, online, whatever. And there are Jewfishes. On Facebook, there's like this Australian group of Jewfish fishermen, which I just find it appalling. This one is like a snake. And these here actually kind of like almost forebears of some whimsical drawings I did years later. And like I've done 4 drawings of a proposed children's educational book on saltwater and freshwater gefilte fish of the world. And so we have 5 small fish here. So that's the tail on that one. The head is up there. A couple of sailboats. All right. There you have it.